What's up guys, it's instructional skateboarding, and I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but I'm just going to be talking about my car, so I'm sure you guys have seen it on my Instagram and my YouTube before in the background and stuff, but I drive a 1994 base Camaro 3.4 liter V6 Coupe, which means two-door for those of you that don't know, and it's not stock. I have some stuff done to it. I got this random steering wheel cover right here from the person who's recording this, my best friend. Threw this random Rockstar sticker on there just because I like it. I put like a $300 Pioneer radio in the car. I can charge my phone here. It has an aux port. And there's also Pioneer speakers in both the back to match that are aftermarket from the previous owner. I have a performance cold air intake under the hood, which gives about an added 20 horsepower. It's really not much, but it helps pull a lot more air into the engine and keep it nice and cool. I have 4 brand new Coupe Sport tires. I'm not sure the model of Coupe, but they're Coupe Sport tires with the rims that I have to put on. I've put some money into the car. I flushed the rad a couple times, just drained all the fluids and stuff like that. I have to redo the left strut right here, which is like the ball joint, so it kind of hammers sometimes when I go over big bumps, but it's an older car. It's a 1994, so it's understandable. It's really not all that powerful. It has 160 horsepower stock, but like I said, I have a couple little things into it, and I plan on doing the headers at least on my exhaust, so I should be able to get it up somewhere around 200 eventually. It should be pulling about 183-ish with the cold air intake right now. So I'll just talk about some of the things I like about it, some of the things I don't. Just because it's a sporty type car, I really like the way the steering wheel feels. It's quite, how do I explain it? It's kind of tight. If you turn the steering wheel fast, it won't bring the car really fast with you right away. It's kind of locked up and tight and more solid in your hands, just because usually when you drive cars like this, you're going fast and you need more stability. Sorry. I don't know. What else do I like about it? I like the stock exhaust sound. It's not extremely aggressive sounding, but it's still decent for the car that it is. What else do I really like about it? I like the seats. These seats hold me in really well. They're a really comfy seat for the car that they are, and I'm quite impressed with how comfy these seats are for quite an old car. I've driven a decent amount of things in my life, and for the things that I've driven, these are possibly actually my favorite seats, and they even have a tiny bit of sport bolstering here to hold your shoulders and kind of your upper back in, if you can see that, but nothing too crazy. So that's another thing I like about it. A couple things I don't like is there's a couple little issues with it. Under the seat on the driver's side here, if I want to adjust the seat, there's a little plug that I have to plug in to change the seat. If I leave it plugged in, it'll drain the battery, and that's just because it's an old car and it has a couple problems, like I said. Also, my left signal doesn't shut itself off, so anytime I take a left turn, I have to shut the signal off by myself. But it's pretty carved into my brain now, and it's really not something that causes me a lot of trouble. Let's see, what else? What else is wrong with it, if anything? The lights aren't auto at all. I have to turn the lights on here by myself. So we just turn on, and then to daytime running lights, and then to brights. But that's, again, just because it's an older car and nothing too serious. I don't know. Other than that, there's a couple little things that are shitty. This is cracked up here. But that's just because of previous owners, I guess. That's nothing really to do with me or the car. That will just happen over time from the sun. The sun's going to crack the plastic if it's super hot, obviously. So I bought it for $2,000. I'm a welder, for anyone that doesn't know still. That's what I do for a living. So I make decent money. The first job I ever had was over $20 an hour. And I bought it after about 2 months. And then I went and insured it the same day and put a little bit of money into it and such. So I actually bought it for $1,800, knowing that I had to put a couple $100 into it day one. So let's just say $2,000 day one. I've flushed the rad twice and done a couple mechanical things. Like I said, I probably have, I don't know, around $1,000 into it. So we'll say that this is a $3,000 car so far. And what I plan to do more is maybe just a couple styling things. I'm not too sure. You can buy pretty cheap accents and stuff for the car, like Camaro hubs for the rims and stuff, or just like hubcaps, I mean, that go in the center of the wheel for the rims, stuff like that. And then just things that I did to make it look nice, like the steering wheel cover, like I said. I just like how it feels thicker in my hands, and it has red stitching to match. I guess it doesn't really match anything, I guess it's just kind of there, it's red stitching. But that's something that I like, and I don't know. I really don't even remember searching for this car. I think I kind of just found it online and wanted it and decided to get it. My dad had, I'm not sure what year it was, maybe a 1976 Camaro with a lot bigger of an engine in it than mine and a lot faster, but my dad likes it too because they're both old Camaros with kind of rather outdated styling, but it's just cool to own a piece of a muscle car slash sports car era from back in the 90s before I was even born. And a lot of people, when you're driving down the road, look at this one because it's a somewhat nice car and it's okay, it's nothing super exotic, but it still looks nice. But also a lot of people don't know what this is. You don't really see this too often, and you're not going to see a bunch of 1990s Camaros just floating around. So a lot of people look at me and give me looks because they're wondering what it is. I've done some research into it, not a whole bunch. I'm pretty sure the torque kicks in at about 4,500 RPM. I'll take it down my street here, and we'll see if I can get a little bit of power out of it. I'm not going to gun it down the fucking road if there's a bunch of people here, but we'll try to turn the windows down and hear the exhaust. Hopefully we can hear it a bit, and I'll slow down and try to pull it a bit. My eventual dream car is a 2016 Genesis Coupe Ultimate. It's a $37,000 car new with about 365 horsepower stock, which is pretty fucking good. But that's obviously going to take a while, and this is what I plan to drive for now. And we have an open road with lots of cars, but no one here. I'm gonna fart. It up to 65 or 70 miles per hour just on that one little pull, which in kilometers 60 is 100, well 62 miles per hour actually to be exact is 100, so we'll say we got it around 110 on that little pull. Nothing serious, and I still have some work to do into it like I said, but I don't know, I like it, and this is my ride for now. I'm gonna take it on that same road for a second. Maybe my friends will be nice enough to hop outside and get a rear exhaust note, and that'll basically be it to show you guys the outside of the car. The engine's super quick, and get an exhaust note from the back, and that's basically about it. I just wanted to do a quick little tour of what I drive and show you guys it officially, so we'll do that. So this is my instrument cluster. It's got a battery gauge, it's got an oil pressure gauge, I think that is. It's either oil pressure or the temperature of the oil. I know a little bit about cars, but nothing insane, but I'm 99% sure that's the oil pressure gauge. Then I obviously have my RPMs and my speed, which is in miles per hour. I have a fuel gauge, obviously. And then I have a engine running temperature. Up there is the total distance I've traveled. 182,000 miles, which is about 300,000 kilometers, which is retardedly big. That's a lot. This is an old car, and I mean, to be quite honest, it could realistically go at any time. Around 300,000 kilometers on a car like this is a lot. That's old. And this is what it looks like down here. Just basic AC buttons and fans. It's my aftermarket radio. Nothing too special over there. A couple airbags, an air freshener, which I actually have a new Diamond skateboarding air freshener to put on that I haven't yet. My mirror, a couple reading lamps. I don't know, reverse, neutral, drive, all that. Little storage compartment there, little storage compartment here, and it's got the 2 rear seats. There's kind of a center console, but it's not quite as separated as some other cars. So that's basically it. This has been instructional skateboarding. I guess I'll do this in the mirror. This has been my 1994 Camaro, base model, 3.4 liter V6. Touring you guys around and showing you my ride. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time, and yeah, peace out. So this is what it looks like from the front. It's got the blue kind of top roof with the sort of aggressive style box lights down in there and the 2 black stripes. I'll open the hood and show you guys what's under the hood. Really, like I said, it's nothing special. This isn't some huge hypercar, Swartz car. Here's my cold air intake, performance cold air intake. That's all the AC pulleys and everything, all the belts going through the motor, obviously. That's the kind of main top of the engine that holds everything together. It's a 3.4 liter, it says right on there. And I don't really know what to show you guys. It's kind of hard to explain everything, and I don't know a whole shitload about engines myself. One thing that's cool is it shows you the cylinder number right here. It shows you what order the cylinders fire in. So that's basically a 1994 Chevy Camaro wrapped up into about as quick as a video as I can. And so I'll just show you guys from the side, quick. But that's basically about it. And from the back we have this rear little spoiler. Doesn't come up too high. It also has the black stripes around the entire body. That's one of my favorite things about it. And yeah, I really like the exhaust, how they're just really big, wide open pipes from the back.